to get his response to the stories unfolding out of Philadelphia this morning. Sheriff, good morning to you. First, your overall response to the video we were just playing there.
Well, you know, somebody asked if we're going to have to put up this for the next 4 years, not if the police take a more assertive stance against this sort of thing. And I'm not talking about the officers on the street. I'm talking about the orders that they're getting from police executives who have this hold the line, this bend but don't break. We saw it at Cal. This stuff is disastrous. It's going to get cops hurt. It's going to get cops killed. I want to see the cops advancing on this situation. And as soon as the first fire is started, as soon as the first brick or rock or battery is thrown at an officer or vandalism starts to occur, I want to see the police advancing and dispersing the crowd. It is unreasonable for us to determine who are the peaceful protesters versus the resistors. This is a resistance movement. That's all this is. See, under protests, under the First Amendment, people accept the underlying premise that the government has the legal authority to do what they're doing, but they think it's the wrong policy to pursue. Under resistance, they try to block the government's lawful authority to carry out the policies that have been set forth by either Congress or the courts or the President of the United States.
Sheriff, why are the police already not taking a stronger stance? Is this a local decision with police chiefs deciding when they want to intervene or not and giving in to protesters or not? Or is this something that can be directed to take a stronger stance?
Well, let's be clear when we say the police. This doesn't come from the rank and file officers. These orders don't come from the frontline officers. They come from the police administrators. And in some of these cities, not all of them, but most of them, they're under the orders of the mayor to, you know, hold the line, to sit on their hands, so on and so forth. You cannot put cops in this dangerous situation without the ability to be successful in a mission, and part of that mission is the protection of life and property, including their own. I'll give you an example. We had a large illegal immigration demonstration in Milwaukee County just last week. Thousands of people showed up. We were ready. I gave the orders under the directed patrol mission that the first sign of problem, we were going to disperse the crowd. I gave them the authority to use tear gas if necessary, to use rubber bullets, bean bags, once the confrontation, not the protest itself, not the demonstration itself, but as soon as one person, and it's unreasonable for me in a crowd of thousands to pick out who that one person was that threw that rock or who set that fire, and so everybody has to be dispersed.
Yeah, those are some good thoughts. I want to shift gears a bit here, Sheriff, to get your thoughts on this. Hakeem Jeffries was on MSNBC saying that he will not be meeting with Trump and with Bannon because he says Bannon is a stone-cold racist and a white supremacist sympathizer. Watch this.
Steve Bannon, however, should not be in the room.
Why not?
Well, listen, he's a stone-cold racist and a white supremacist sympathizer. It'd be hard for me to participate in any meeting with Steve Bannon that normalizes his presence in the White House.
Is this really where we are? What is your reaction to that?
Well, first of all, Jeffries doesn't get to decide who should be at the meeting in the White House. President Trump will decide that. I think Jeffries is a stone-cold goof who shouldn't be in Congress. How about that? But the voters in his district decided he should, and that's fine, so I'll accept that. So he has to accept whoever President Donald Trump wants in that meeting. All Jeffries is doing is stoking up animosity. I know Steve Bannon. I've met Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon is a good man. Steve Bannon is an honest man. He's a fair individual. And I'm actually appalled that these individuals continue to play the race card against this administration when nothing. They tried it with Donald Trump. It didn't work, and now they're going to continue to do this. But Steve Bannon is a good man. It's up to Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, who he wants in those meetings.
Sheriff, you heard the other day at the press conference the president saying, look, I tried to meet with the Congressional Black Caucus, but they canceled the meeting. Were you surprised by that?
Well, I don't know what happened. I don't have all the information or all the facts, but Donald Trump throughout his life has been willing to meet with anybody and everybody in terms of trying to put something together and get something done, even in New York City. He's been honored by black groups in New York City for some of the philanthropy and some of the things that he's done to improve some of the disparate parts of New York City. So now all of a sudden, 70 years later, now all of a sudden he's a racist. This thing, look, it's a charade, it's a game, it needs to stop. But even if it doesn't stop, Donald Trump should continue to move forward. President Trump, I'm sorry, should continue to move forward with his agenda to make America great again. I helped him. I fought for him to become the 45th president of the United States. Now we got that done, but now the real work and the real fight begins pursuing his agenda. And I've made it very clear, I'm going to do everything I can to help Donald Trump make America safe again and make America great again. And my role that I play as a law enforcement executive really has to do with criminal illegal aliens, the 287G program, the deportation of criminal illegal aliens. The last number I saw, nearly 300,000 criminal illegals that have been convicted of crimes in the United States that are here. Donald Trump has made it clear the catch and release days are over. There have been several directed patrol missions by ICE. We participated in one in the Milwaukee area. We swept up 16 individuals that have either been convicted of serious criminal acts and or scheduled for deportation, and they didn't show up at their deportation hearing because under the catch and release, these guys are in the wind and you never see them again. Donald Trump's made it clear where he's going to start. This is existing law. He hasn't reformed immigration. He can't do that. Only the Congress can do that. But he's made it clear under the existing immigration laws, he's going after the criminal illegal aliens first, and I am going to help him. I think that's a good first step.
Well, Sheriff, you're in Orlando. Isn't that where the rally is tonight? Are you going?
Well, it's in Tampa. I'm here for a Support the Police group. I've been invited down to be the keynote speaker. Tampa's about 45 minutes away. The meetings are close. I speak about the time that the president's going to speak, but if there's some time for me to hurry up down to Tampa, I'm going to hustle down there to
they're saying it's in Melbourne, so.
Yeah, Melbourne,
right.
Florida. Sheriff David Clarke in Orlando this morning for us. Thanks so much, Sheriff.
Thanks, Sheriff.
My pleasure.
All right, let's turn to some other headlines this morning, starting